Hi everybody! So this is a new series I felt inspired to do. It is based on the fact that I see a lot of videos about the zodiac signs, talking about the zodiac signs. Oh, the zodiac sign is like this, it's like that. But I actually wanted to show you how the zodiac signs are and how they behave. So I chose 12 people that are very, very representative of their sign. And I interviewed them for you. The interviews are not staged or anything, so the people didn't really know what it's about. They just answered a few questions for me. But you will see and you will understand through my explanations how they very, very much represent the signs that are dominant in their chart. And like I always say, no aspect can be interpreted independently. So if this video is about Aquarius and you are an Aquarius and you feel like this is not me at all, please remember that you might have some aspects in your chart that contradict Aquarius or that make your chart more sophisticated. Maybe you don't have a very strong Aquarian signature, even if you are a sun sign Aquarius. That is to be consulted with an astrologer. So today I'm going to show you my chosen representative for Aquarius. His name is Iwan, he's from Ukraine, and he's a artist and a game and virtual reality designer.
So this is Iwan's chart. As you can see, he is an Aquarius by sun sign, but doesn't have that many planets in Aquarius other than his sun. But why did I choose him still? What is really important is that he has got Uranus conjuncting his ascendant. And planets that conjunct our ascendant are very important. They give like a very strong impulse to our personality, and they give us a very strong signature, especially in the way we show ourselves to the outside world. So he has got a strong Uranian signature around him, as well as the sun in Aquarius, like his direction in life. And additionally, he has got Pluto in the 11th house. And the 11th house is the house of Aquarius. So it is ruled by the sign of Aquarius and by Uranus. And Pluto in evolutionary astrology represents our soul, or basically where our soul is coming from, like what kind of experiences. So we see that his soul already comes into this life with a lot of experiences in the realm of Aquarius or the 11th house. So let's look at him and analyze his personality.
I've experienced a few moments of existing in Aquarius body, or let's say being in the very border of chaos, which is naturally a source for any creation.
So one very typical characteristic of Aquarius is their detachment. So they're not very emotional like their counter sign Leo, which is very, dramatic and very reactive. Aquarius is always very objective, pretty cold, with their emotions. They always remain on a kind of objective level and see the situation from above. So notice the way he speaks about himself as a human being. Like I have had some moments in the Aquarius body, like even completely detached from his own human experience, or at least, able to always see himself and his humanity and his life in this reality from an objective, detached perspective. Chaos, the very key word when we talk about Aquarius, and Uranus as well, because these two energies, Aquarius and Uranus, They really represent chaos. They are that primal chaos that existed, out of which the world and everything in it was created. Uranus in Greek mythology is the godfather of everything. Like him and Gaia created Earth, and then they birthed all the other characters, all the other planets, but they were before everything.
Let's say the wide specter of both perception and manifestation. As I see the many other people, they're like more focused in something special, and me myself, I usually feel as I'm always cycling in all the spectre of frequencies or styles or colors or sound. Yeah, it gives me that freedom to discover, but as well, it's not so easily percepted or accepted by society, because especially present society.
What is very important to Aquarian or Uranian people is their freedom. Freedom from structure, freedom from Saturn, which in Greek mythology was the character that castrated Uranus. So he took away his ability to create. So Uranus people, they feel this need to break out of structure. They feel this need to be original and to create new ways of being. Yeah, freedom and difficulty to mend into society and getting a kind of role as an outsider because of that sometimes, and feeling very misunderstood because with their mind, the Uranians and Aquarians are very far ahead in the future, always a step ahead. So obviously the society they live in often is not ready to accept their ideas or, their vision. They can't see it yet, but the Aquarians and the Uranians, they already see what is going to happen in 100 or 200 years. And they're very confused by the fact that others don't see it and that they actually can't manifest it right now. Because we live in a Saturnian world where everything moves pretty slowly and the Uranians are fast. They want everything right now. They would like to just sweep away everything that exists and create a new utopian reality because they feel in themselves and know that it is possible, that it is going to happen. And they really struggle to accept the limitations of Saturn, of time and space.
Yeah, discovering and growing new realities.
Growing new realities.
Creating worlds. Just probably I am is enough.
I am is enough. Like I said before, Uranus was the godfather of sky. He who created everything. So of course he feels like I am. I don't need anything or anyone to define myself. I am the one who created everything. And Uranian people do have this very air around them that they are very self-sufficient. They feel like, they are complete in themselves and they don't need anything more. Like no definition, no role, no society role. They just are. They are original, they are independent, and they don't feel the need to put themselves in any box.
Every day is just so crazy and different. Sometimes nothing, sometimes it's everything. But both are beautiful. Some weird and beautiful way.
Again, when asked about his daily structure, we can see how this Uranus plays out in not actually wanting a structure. It's like change, surprise, whirlwind, tornado. Every day is crazy. Every day is different. That's very typical of Aquarians. And also this way of keeping objectivity, like he says in the end here, but both is beautiful. Aquarians don't really like to judge. They like to remain objective in whatever, topic.
It's probably to stay clear with myself, or to act as possible close to what I believe, and what I believe is freedom.
This guy. If I had written the script for an Aquarius person, I wouldn't have written it better. What I believe is freedom. That's it.
Oh, it's how to make it short.
You don't need to.
Yeah, Aquarius is eternal struggle with society. They struggle with society nowadays because our society is very Saturnian, so full of rules, structures, regulations, laws. And Aquarius can't stand that. That doesn't mean that Aquarius is a solitary sign. Actually, Aquarius loves community. But it has to be a community based on the Aquarian or Uranian principles of freedom, chaos, and individuality. That is why they struggle with society and why they sometimes turn out to be loners. But this is not their actual nature. Aquarius is actually a sign that loves community and loves to create communities and connect people. But it is very important to them that the freedom remains preserved. Okay, a couple of other things about Iowan, which you might have noticed or not. Because as I said, no aspect can be interpreted separately. So although he's mainly like has a very strong Aquarian or Uranian signature in his chart, you can still see some little different things about him, which are interesting. I'm going to mention it to you now. So if you look at his chart, you can see that he has Mercury in Capricorn conjuncting Jupiter. That gives the way he speaks. It is kind of slow because Mercury in Capricorn, the earth sign, is more like slow and steady speaker. And the Jupiter conjuncting it gives him this feeling of, guru-like talk. He talks very consciously and uses very sophisticated formulations. That's this Jupiter, because Jupiter is the guru, the teacher, the philosopher. So his speech, his Mercury, is very affected by this, and we can definitely see this in the way he expresses himself. If you look at his facial expressions, they're sometimes a little goofy. He has this thing with the eyes and laughs a lot, and also, has a very vivid articulation with his hands when he talks. This is all because of his Gemini moon, because Gemini rules the hands, it rules our facial expressions. So people who have some Gemini signature usually, like you can see it myself, I'm full of Gemini. They usually have like vivid eyes and use their hands a lot when they talk. So this was our zodiac sign of the week. Stay tuned for the next one. If you wish to find out more about your personal chart or which sign is dominant in you or anything else connected to your chart, I of course offer personal readings. Otherwise, see you next time with the next zodiac interview. Bye!